What? Do not
put your hands behind your back.
This moment inside the South Burlington, Vermont Public Library capped 6 months of a high-pressure investigation to identify, locate, and arrest an alleged killer.
Do it now. Hey, police.
The Concord community was shocked by the deaths of Wendy and Stephen Reed, and we hope that today may allow for a sense of healing for the community and the Reed family.
Wendy and Stephen Reed were shot multiple times during the day on a popular hiking trail last April. Their bodies found days later, not far off the trail, covered in leaves and twigs. Days, weeks, months went by, no suspect captured or even identified. Frustrated community members railed against assurances by lead investigators.
We have no specific information that would lead us to believe that the public in general is at any risk. That being said, be vigilant, take your normal daily precautions. The Concord Police will continue to be vigilant with patrols.
We now know from the affidavit that investigators' first brush with Logan Clegg was just 2 days after the murder and right near the crime scene. But it would be months before the arrest was made. And it's not Clegg's first arrest or even his second. And Clegg has killed before.
In 2018, he killed a man in Spokane, Washington. News 9 Investigates obtained the entire case file, along with this exclusive video of a bloodied Clegg arriving for his midnight shift at McDonald's.
Shingle Park McDonald's.
Prosecutors determined it was a case of self-defense, but police were never able to locate Clegg to tell him he wouldn't be charged. News 9 Investigates also obtained never-seen-before video of Clegg's 2020 shoplifting arrest in Salt Lake City, Utah, at a Walmart.
Back this way. Pull your hands out of your pockets for me, okay? Pull your hands out of your pocket, dude.
Police find a stolen handgun tucked in his waistband, escalating the interaction.
I bought it privately. Don't know where it was stolen or who stole it. That's all I got to say about it.
19 days later, Clegg is arrested again, this time in Logan, Utah.
He would go out and commit burglaries to kind of sustain himself, finding money, finding whatever, checkbooks, that sort of thing.
Clegg spent 72 days in county jail. Once released on probation, he was on the move and out of the country. Homeland Security investigators told Concord police Clegg spent 5 months in Europe in 2021. How does a transient on probation land a passport, the money to travel, and the know-how to dodge tourist visa limits? Savvy, yes, and solitary.
He just simply did not have any home or family. Clearly, he has family somewhere. There's got to be friends or family, but it would seem to me that he had probably worn out his welcome because of his behavior and the things that he was doing, and was truly on his own.
Clegg's mother lives in Washington. His father died by suicide when he was 12. A relative tells News 9 he's been estranged from the entire family for years. News 9 obtained this yearbook photo of Clegg and confirmed he spent 12 years in the Colville School District but did not graduate. The Concord Police affidavit is meticulous. Clegg lands in Boston November 7th, 2021. 3 days later, he's in Concord for the first time and applying for work at this McDonald's on Loudon Road. He remains transient, living in a tent in the woods off the broken ground trails. The tent site was cleared and burned 4 days after the Reed's murder, 2 days after he told police his name was Arthur Kelly in that chance meeting on the trail. Clegg has vanished again, but this time there was a trace. Tips from the public, a suspect sketch, and that campsite littered with propane tanks and Mountain Dew cans. Months pass. The aha moment for police came in September when Amazon purchases linked the names Arthur Kelly and Logan Clegg. Clegg was the real name of the mystery man they'd been tracking. October 11th, an alert from Homeland Security. Clegg bought a one-way ticket from New York to Germany, departing in 72 hours. He provided a Burlington, Vermont address to buy the ticket. Cell phone pings led police to these woods in Burlington, near a hiking trail. A search of the campsite recovered a U.S. passport with Clegg's name and date of birth, mail addressed to Arthur Kelly, and a Romanian passport with the name Claude Zemo and a photo of Clegg, as well as a gun.
Mr. Clegg's arrest is a significant step in this case, but it's only one step.
Clegg is held without bail at the Merrimack County House of Corrections. News 9 confirmed he is in maximum security but can receive mail and have visits. His murder trial will begin in July. For News 9 Investigates, Amy Covino, WMUR News 9.